Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hunger.
So really quick, I'm actually the old guy on the left. I forget his name now, but he's a priest. And I've been held captive, Henry of Skalitz, along with his lord, Hans Capon of somewhere, I forget. I always forget. Excuse me. And that guy, the Cyclops dude, I poked him in the eyeball with my blade. He's a bunch of the bandits that actually ambushed me. Anyhow, whatever.
Kosovo.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
So that's quite the turn of event. That's the place where I went as Henry, and I met the girl Clara. I helped her pick some flowers, and then I came back over here.
Kill them to the last man.
I don't even know where I'm going. But this dude can fight, this old whatever you want to call him. And how you know who the enemy is a magic yellow star just magically appears above their body. That way. I might be old, you son of a bitch. You're not having anything. I just gotta catch my stamina because apparently I'm an old man. Okay, so that didn't go as well as I thought it was gonna go. That's okay. You ain't kicking shit, boy. Oh, shit! I died. That's okay. In this world, all we gotta do is try again. It's really not that big of a deal. So that's what I intend on doing.
Kill them to the last man.
Plus you get to... But if I can, just to show you, I'm at the Nebekov Fortress. This is where I met that girl, like I said, picking flowers. Then I went back to Otto von Bergen, whatever his name is. And just to give you a little perspective, the massacre happened up here. But you don't give a shit about that. You just want to see some bloodshed, you sick son of a bitch. I want to get... Don't want to get too... Oh, his eye! Another Cyclops. I'm old, you bastard. But I like how I don't have to know who I'm attacking. It's all about that magic star. Hey! Who keeps hitting you, son of a bitch? Oh, right in the noggin. How's he still standing? No, I didn't fuck up nothing. Ah, seriously? Okay. What also happens, just in my defense, is when I record, and there's like moments like this, it pressure's on.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
I got something in my eye. That's a good excuse.
You're outnumbered, you shit! You haven't a chance!
Hey!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Who you call in a fucker?
You won't get away with that, bastard!
That's it. Okay, he's done. Is there anybody behind me now trying to lop my head off? That's right. What are you coming at me for? I'm just an old man. Oh, did that hurt? Oh, shit. Whoa. There we go. Hey. But don't just look at me. Swing it like a piece of cheese. Whew.
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
Looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Berghoff's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late.
Sometime earlier. That's Hans Capon, and that's myself. Henry of Skalitz.
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch?
Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zhishka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah, again, a lot of this will be meaningless if you haven't seen the backstory before, but it gives you an idea as I'm showcasing the game what the cutscenes look like, how the voice acting is, how the cinematics are.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zhishka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Bergau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Bergau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zhishka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zhishka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Don't believe him, he's a bandit.
Don't believe him. He's a common bandit. He did the same at my hometown. Attacked castles, murdered, and plundered.
I was given a direct order by my lord, who is yours too, and I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone to plan, it wouldn't be us in this dungeon, but Zhishka. But don't worry, sir. I haven't said my final word yet.
Well, I don't want to be too hasty, but all right, I'll take your word for it. For the moment. You'll regret it if you're lying to me.
No doubt.
It's a good thing you owned up. Where's my sword?
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Bergov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zhishka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zhishka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai.
To be honest with you, this is why I'm just being real. Like, I love the story. I love this. There's plenty of time to roam around. There's some time to listen to this sort of stuff. Just feels like every time I go to record, there's these moments, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just pause it. Maybe people don't want to see that shit. They just want to see the sword fighting. But then I've done that a few times, and then I forget to unpause the video. So it's like, you know what? It's a part of the game.
One way or
so
another,
be it.
He won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Because without context, none of this means anything to anyone.
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
That's the guy I came in with.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine! Ugh.
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
There'll be time when we meet again.
Wow.
What was that?
Fuck it!
At least I started off the video with a little bit of a bang.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
And then suck
Gentlemen.
gets beheaded.
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
Really? Just like that? I'm a little bit confused, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna sit here and pretend like I understand the whole thing. Why did the one-eyed bandit let me out?
I will get those fuckers.
Because I did battle with him. He ambushed me and threw me in there. Now I'm standing next to him?
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier. And weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that.
There is.
We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
Me too.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov.
Oh, that's
also known
Yen.
as Zizka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know about his past, but it seems he's changed his mind and sided with King Wenceslas. After all, we came here to try to make Lord von Bergov and the League of Lords turn against Sigismund.
Jobst can be very convincing, and then all of a sudden his dagger's in your back. I've seen him twist and turn so many times that I don't believe a word he says. Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
Aye.
Well, that's good.
But what I want to know is how it came about that instead of delivering a letter, those boys joined our enemy.
Von Bergov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zizka here attacked us first, and then von Bergov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band, and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
What's your task, Ziska? How did you hear about the ravine? What are you doing here, Godwin? Oh.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
So that guy that I was working for earlier at this very castle is a traitor. But the funny thing is where is he? I guess he got... I don't know. I'm kind of really confused about a couple of things. Why did you attack?
I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
No, I
You
see.
killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Your men were about to commit rape. Do you know Catherine?
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best, as you saw with your own eyes.
Did you want to kill von Burgo? How did you hear about the ravine?
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why did Istvan join up with...
Why do you think Istvan joined
Ah,
you
this is
when
so
he's on
long-winded.
Sigismund's side?
For the
That's a
recording.
good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I
My
understand
back's
you
killing
have
me.
some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
How did he manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on. I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
So basically, we're watching a movie together.
Oh, God. Holy
I did that.
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
I want to see.
Started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
The shit they had in the 1400s. What's he gonna do? Take that pick and stick it in his other eye? I don't know why that came into my mind. It's just I saw the stick and I'm all like, "Hee."
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a
Oh,
good night's
that's good.
sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Burgov comes and kicks us out.
Oh, right.
help
That makes sense.
somehow.
Yeah.
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting.
But fighting's so
Keep
much
your arms
fun.
off our Clara. Got it?
Because I've already,
But if you really want to be
Ouch,
useful,
go wow.
you can help
With
Luster
Clara.
load the cart.
I
Oh,
think I
shit.
know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Keep your hands
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed
And
to
now I'm
even-
tired. I don't want to keep recording and
Now
playing.
it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
I got shit to
At least
do.
they now have eternal peace.
It's good to no longer be that old prick. No, he's fine. I don't know where I got that from. Where's all this loot coming from? I mean, there was a bunch of people that died. Like, I mean, a lot of people that died. And I started looting some of them, and it looks like they gave me back all the loot. What I'm hoping I can do
From everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
is grab my horse and go where all the bodies were, loot everybody, put all the shit on my horse. I sound like a psychopath, but I'm just being honest.
I'd like
Will you help me, Henry?
I don't want to.
I'd like to hear what you think of him.
I think deep down he's a good fella. It's just, well, he tends to overdo the whole notion of the end justifying the means.
And that's bad.
It's never good to accept death as a permanent part of your life. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilled blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason.
Where am I even
In the
going?
end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive.
Maybe to our horses?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now.
Let's see here. The finger of God. Go with Godwin. Just
Best
as
thing you
simple
can
as
do
that.
for their souls and yours to find peace is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Berghoff come with you to the battle in person?
Well, if I know.
He was expecting an important visitor. I just heard it was someone from Prague.
That doesn't help us at all. Prague is full of politicians and traitors. Well, it seems that has nothing to do
I
with
think
what
my
happened
horse
here.
might have died. I don't know.
We're here. Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for the salvation.
But how do I do that? Okay, fine. I won't take all their start digging.
I'll need to get a spade first.
Which was on my horse. I need a spade. Where can I sleep? What is Teresa from the mill up to?
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Ratoi Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, Runt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
No, I didn't make any promises to her. I just wanted to know how she's doing.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Do you know where I can sleep in the castle?
You'll find your bed in that tiny little hut, right past the gateway to the lower castle.
Who's looking after the church watch?
Well, whoever it is.
Wait, so you weren't kidding? You aren't a priest anymore?
I'm afraid not.
That... Let's just say I've had a running dispute with our bailiff.
Yeah, okay.
What are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Maybe... but I'm too old for that.
Ah, that's cool.
All right.
I could go for something to eat now.
Yeah, something to eat. I need a spade. Surely there's one somewhere around here. I don't want to be like walking around, but like I said, started off with a bang. Little bit of fighting. Apparently I'm not allowed to sleep here. Yeah, I had a spade on my horse. I have a bad feeling that's what I'm going to have to do. And my horse got injured in that battle. I'm completely at a loss of what I should be doing right now. Aside from the obvious. It could end up taking me quite a while to actually find a spade. It's not like I just magically know where to find one. I mean, I'd like to assume I can just walk into one of these places here and find one. But clearly that's proving to be a challenge. And if I grab... You can't mount up with your over... Oh, okay. I could take a horse. That's not my own, though.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Oh, would you stop? Yeah, Well, I guess I'm gonna end it here. I mean... It's like watching a movie together, as I said. I just hope that I'm able to find a spade. No. Can't even talk to him. Bibiana. Yeah. I wish I had... That's, the priest's horse. I completely lost. Don't have the slightest clue. So that kind of left me in an awkward position. Like I said, normally in games, I never end up in a situation like this. But with this game, it does it to me quite often where it's like, that's not quite the exciting recording I was looking for, but whatever. All right, well, thumbs up if you did somehow manage. Like the video, it does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me more relevant in the search results. But people are looking shit up online, and if you didn't like it, well, that's too bad. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. Saw what I did that guy's eye. Just think what I'll do to your thumb. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, trust me, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care.
Do you need something?
And maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Maybe I can buy a spade from this guy. Is there a spade? There's everything but a spade. All right. Bye for now.